Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, from wherever you're viewing from. Again, my name is Healings Vicky. So today we are talking about something interesting as always: habits, building good intentional habits. I'm going to make an introductory video today, and then in our next series or our next episodes, you are going to see how to build a good habit. So, what is an habit? Habits are repeated patterns, something that you do over and over again. Many times we do habits consciously, we build habits consciously and unconsciously. But let me tell you something: watching this now will tell you how to intentionally build the right habits that will help you in your day-to-day living. Now, bringing it down a bit, talking about repeated habits, I'll give you an example of a repeated habit. There are people who over time you have seen them on how they wear their shirts. There are people that I know a particular guy that wears the trouser, and every time he wears the trouser, he doesn't touch his ankle. All right, somehow it's either they made the first trouser they made for him was short, and then he grew fond of wearing trousers that are short. And I used to call him John Pepe trousers, all right, just to make you laugh. But here's the thing: over time, that became something that he had to grow fond of, and he made it an habit of wearing trousers that are only short. All right, there are people, using myself an example, that we cannot, or I cannot go to sleep without having my bath in the evening, not having to wash my mouth. But there are people who don't care; they don't even bathe for a whole day, but they find it comfortable. That's an habit. The good habit means you can bathe twice, bathe 3 times a day, wash your mouth twice, wash your mouth 3 times a day. But there are people who don't have a culture of good habit. They don't even bathe once, not to talk about bathing twice. Do you get the gist now? That is habits. So habits are, first of all, in minor things and then in major things. So there are two kinds of habits which I'm not talking about in this current video. There's the conscious habit and there's an unconscious habit. I'm just going to explain it, and then our next series, our next episode, we're going to talk about them more often. So how do we build conscious habits? Conscious habits are built by paying attention to the things that you are now finding or growing fond of, while unconscious habits are habits that you just find yourself doing. All right, you just find yourself that every time you wake up from your bed, you notice that you dress your bed, clean it up before you do anything else in the day. Why? You can also notice that consciously you can also grow fun to say to yourself that once I get up from the bed, I must ensure I dress my bed, fix my bed before I do anything else. So you see the difference. One happens, you just find yourself doing it. It may be that you have stayed with someone in a place that every time the person gets to dress their bed in the morning and you see them, you can pick habit by observation. You can pick habits by staying with people. That's how to pick unconscious habit. But conscious habit, it means that you are doing it intentionally. You deliberately prioritize that. You told yourself, I'm going to do this thing every now and every then. So yes, conscious habits can be built, which are good or which are bad, and unconscious habits can be built, which are good, which are also bad. But the point is, if we're going to talk about habit, then you must know the habit to build consciously, and you also need to know when you are growing fond of ungodly habit or ungood habits that are not good, that you need to quickly change. This is the reason this video is coming to you at this time of your life. Have you liked? Have you subscribed? Have you commented? So we look forward to seeing you next week, Friday, 10 a.m. God has blessed you.